Kea Tesseyman is going to come up now and discuss what she does. She's the owner and artistic director of Kea Dance Center and creator of the Kea Method. She'll share how she discovered her purpose through dance. With more than 24 years of educating, 15 plus years as a business owner, and a global mission to raise mental health awareness through movement, her work reveals universal truth. No matter where you come from or what you've endured, your story can become a source of light. Come up and share some light with us.
What an honor and a privilege to be here. I invite you all to come along with me on my journey of building a lighthouse. Since I was a little girl, dance has always been and remains a safe space. And in the face of challenging situations and unhealthy environments, I've always found solace in movement, especially in school, dealing with bullies, exclusion, and judgment. Fear and anxiety became a constant companion. But I found freedom when I'd put my headphones on. It has been a ritual since I was young. I'd lay in bed and escape into a world where I'd visualize dancing on stage and everything feeling safe. In this dream, those that would hurt me couldn't touch me, and no matter the circumstances I journeyed through teenage years, this ritual comforted me and brought me solace. At 19, I had my son, Adrian, a God-sent blessing. I was living in Section 8 housing in Camden with no car, pushing Adrian in a stroller to the laundromat, the food pantry, and the YMCA where I taught dance. I strove to be the best mother I could be and not feel like I was less than, but I was constantly grappling with whether I could provide my son with the life I desperately wanted for him. For years, this tension mounted, and dreams of one day making it, one day being something kept me going. Memories of the past that haunted me and hardened me turned me into creative fuel in the studio. While my ego told me I was unworthy of better, the ritual of dreaming of the stage kept me facing the grit and pushing the underdog in me to keep fighting. And in 2010, I founded Kinetic Energy Alive Dance out of a rented studio space in Rockland and a Tupperware container collaged with pictures from a dance magazine for inspiration and filled with supplies from Staples to feel official. What I never could have expected was that movement provided an avenue for growth and healing by being available for others. A person once said to me, "You're nothing but a poor single mom who never went to college. You'll never be able to produce a show on your own." And that was all I needed to hear. With a resolute decision to never give up, I went on to produce over 17 shows, wrote 2 original dance theater productions, and presented at conventions as a motivational speaker. And in 2020, through the course of my own discovery and study of neuroscience and the process of rewiring your brain, the original dance theater show, The Discussion, was born. And in writing this, it helped me to overcome the stutter I had developed, night tremors, and other symptoms I was experiencing from traumatic events. In 2021, after performing this work at the Camden Opera House, in New York City at Harlem Dance Festival and other mental health awareness conventions, I was struck with the realization that the process of rewiring your brain, synaptogenesis, married with intentional choreography, had the actual power to change lives. This method completely reorganized my approach to teaching dance, and the Kea method was born. I stood at a turning point from the fears and struggles I had faced my whole life. Suddenly, I was overwhelmed with the truth. It was as if sunlight from the Spirit poured into my soul, and I felt drawn to a higher purpose to remain available to others. At this moment, the lighthouse within took form. The Kea method guides dancers through 5 pillars of mindset, emotions, body, habits, and creativity, a process that takes them beyond steps. Dancers learn how to discover the truth and discard the ideas and beliefs that are holding them back from true freedom within, just like the ones looking back, I struggled to be free of myself. Most importantly, my method helps dancers to find the courage to use their voice both in the studio and outside in their everyday lives, to work through what is happening in the world that they don't quite understand how to express, and to channel it into art. I'm inspired daily witnessing the impact on the lives of young people, and I'm committed to sharing this method because I believe in it, and my experience dictates its life-changing power. It's my responsibility, my honor, and my privilege to effect change through my vocation of dance and to see you and guide you up a path of light, love, and acceptance, the very one I found. And every inch I had to crawl to build my life is paid forward by each moment I spend in the studio being available for young people. Now when I have a young woman standing in front of me and she's in so much pain from daily life, from relationships, from the expectations the world has, I see myself, a young girl wrestling with those familiar fears and grief, and I know that I now am equipped with the formula to help them find their own way through. And for 24 years, I've been showing up to face myself in the mirror, looking beyond the imperfections and my own ideas of what needs to be done. And each day I'm prepared for that one person who needs to be seen or a call for help that is muffled. And our Grit and Grace shows dancers of all ages take the stage to express themselves in a safe and guided way, to find their voice, to share of their struggles and their successes, their sorrows and their joy. For some, it's a chance to claim their confidence and overcome fear. For others, it's a chance to express themselves in such a way that the world won't always let them. This is our story of going into the dark and casting light upon the shadows. Each performance is an honest expression of the grit we have endured and the example of the discovery of grace. We invite our audience to confront the same truth within themselves and to know you here tonight and them in the audience are not alone. I'll be eternally grateful to that 8-year-old who found solace listening to music and dreaming of dancing on stage. And today that same spirit lives on in each student I work with. I dance for the teenager I haven't met, for my friends who have lost their battle with addiction and mental illness, for my beautiful son and that girl from Section 8. A lighthouse is an unmovable structure set atop a rocky shore, imposing to all of those on land who are not in need, but barely visible just enough to those lost at sea. I pray each morning to be fit with what is needed to help another person, to be built with and directed toward a higher purpose, to be removed of fear and doubt so I can be a conduit of light for those that need to be found. We cannot transmit something we haven't gotten. We can't be open to reflect light out to others if we are constantly looking down. So hold your head up high. Know that you too can become a lighthouse in your life for others. And the pain you think that defines you or holds you back is only the currency through which your own message can be shared to find another soul out there who's desperate to be seen and who can identify with your unique struggles. So I tell you tonight, please hold your head up high. Don't you dare look down. You're a lighthouse. Shine bright. Thank you.
Thank you, Kea. The world needs more of you. Mental and physical health cannot be overemphasized, so thank you for the work you do.